Alright, here we are, game one between Newbee and IG. Let's get right on into the draft. Wife Stealer, Earth Spirit banned out by Newbee. Invictus Gaming, IG, they're going to ban out Monkey King, Alchemist, as well as that Ember Spirit. And the first two picks for both sides, Newbee pick up the Magnus and Ricky, and Juggernaut Lena for IG.
10 seconds remaining. Radiant team banned.
So, Abaddon going to be banned out by Newbee. We see IG looks as though it's burning Juggernaut and already OP on this Lena for Newbee. They've got their offlane Magnus as well as the position for Ricky.
10 seconds remaining. Newbee's turn to ban.
So, Ursa banned out by IG. Let's see what Newbee ban out next. IG obviously cannot go back to that Earth Spirit for Baboka. No Monkey King for him, so both those heroes taken out. Let's see what Baboka is going to have the pleasure of playing with come time the end of this draft. I already like the Magnus. See what they team it up with. Love Empower, love the RP. You know, I wish it was on IG just because we all want to see XXS. But we'll have to see it on Newbee here this time around, so not too bad. So, Newbee. Thinking about their next picks. Thinking about what goes well with Lena and Juggernaut. They are going to ban out that Rubik, which to me makes you think that they're going to pick some heavy-duty ultimate heroes, and they've already got one in the RP of Magnus, so you don't want to get RP right back.
10 seconds.
Saw that at DAC.
5 seconds remaining.
And now we see IG. They're going to pick up Crystal Maiden. So could see Q on that Crystal Maiden. Let's see what Newbee go for next. They've got the Ricky, they've got the Magnus.
10 seconds remaining.
So they're going to use the Ricky for that vision for the Blink RP of Magnus.
5 seconds remaining.
Try and use that in tandem. We'll have to see what else they go with.
Reserve time.
If that does not end up being a mid-Lena, could see OP Tinker, but I do think that is OP Lena.
Silencer.
And now Silencer coming out for Newbee, and I think that is going to be a mid-Silencer up against Lena.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So, Silencer, Lena,
Reserve time.
probably mid up against each other. Magnus going to be in that off lane, maybe against Juggernaut. Let's see what IG do with this fourth pick. As they still do need a position 4 as well as that off lane, and they're going to go back to that XXS Legion Commander. So not a bad pick coming out from IG. XXS Just had a pretty solid game with the Legion Commander, and why not give it to him again?
10 seconds remaining.
We'll see what Newbee do in the return.
5 seconds remaining.
They still need a safe laner as well as a 5. So I wouldn't be surprised to see their support come out right here. Actually, they go for the Phantom Assassin. So, Phantom Assassin, Silencer, Ricky, Magnus. Maybe Silencer support, but Silencer's pretty solid mid. Wouldn't be surprised to see it there. And it opens up this draft for Newbee pretty well. They could still pick a mid.
5 seconds remaining.
Still pick a safe laner. I mean, we've seen Phantom Assassin go mid before. It was actually today. So we can see Phantom Assassin go mid. They still pick a safe laner for Newbee. The draft is wide open for them in terms of what they could pick up next. So IG, they got to realize what they're up against, what they should really ban out. And then for Newbee, it looks as though they're going to be banning out another support on IG.
Turn to ban.
So they ban out the Storm, thinking it's still an open mid, which would give the impression that Silencer is support with Ricky and Magnus off lane, Phantom Assassin safe lane.
5 seconds remaining.
So Cottle banned out. Now Newbee has their first last pick. Let's see what Newbee go with. Phantom Assassin, Silencer, Ricky, Magnus. There's definitely a lot to choose from. If they do want to go mid, maybe they pick up someone like a Tinker.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining.
They're actually going to go with the Wraith King.
Radiant team pick.
So Magnus, Ricky, Silencer, Phantom Assassin, Wraith King. So does that move Phantom Assassin mid, Wraith King safe lane, Magnus off lane, Silencer support with Ricky. And in IG, this is the Arcana lineup we've been hoping for, which leaves Terrorblade if we want it. Techies.
Reserve time.
Wisp, not really though. But no Monkey King available, so no full Arcana draft, at least I don't think so. So let's see what IG go for last pick. They could move this Lina into a 4 spot, put Crystal Maiden 5, and give OP something else. Which wouldn't be too bad. Maybe they find themselves picking up a Tinker, or even go to that Invoker, but they're going to go to the Bounty Hunter. So Juggernaut, Lina, Crystal Maiden, Legion Commander, Bounty Hunter up against Magnus, Ricky, Silencer, Phantom Assassin, and Wraith King. So Newbee, IG, game 1. Now let's see what these teams are going to end up doing in terms of lanes, what they want to figure out, and how this series is really going to go. IG coming off a 2-0 victory of LFY.
5 seconds remaining.
And now Newbee coming in to verse IG, the DAC champions once again. We did see Phantom Assassin mid. Don't think it's going to be that way this time around. That was what? FTDC? Earlier? Literally earlier today. So burning on that Juggernaut, Baboka on the Bounty Hunter. Let's get right into this. Q on that Crystal Maiden, OP on the Lina, burning Juggernaut. Take a look over. Baboka, I said, was already on that Bounty Hunter, and XXS on the Legion Commander. We take a look over at Newbee. Faith is going to be on that Silencer. KP on the Magnus. Over on the Wraith King is U9. And then Kaka with the Ricky and SCCC on the PA. So, just want to throw it out there. Does look as though it is going to be that way.
30 seconds to battle.
So 25 seconds till the horn. It's going to be KP in the off lane. U9 safe lane with that Wraith King. And what's looking to be Phantom Assassin mid. Chat. Make fun of me for what I say. But be wrong. As we take a look down low, Bounty Rune is going to be picked up by SCCC, or S3C as I like to call him, burning U9 and OP, and they do get the Frostbite out on Kaka, who's in a bit of trouble. Blade Fury comes through, and now burning, just trying to find that kill, but the Sentry is going to be eaten with that Tango of Kaka. So it is. We saw this exact matchup. Lina versus a Phantom Assassin mid just a moment ago. Up top, Faith and U9 up against XXS on this Legion Commander. We take a look down at bottom. It is KP up against Q, Baboka, and Burning, while meanwhile roaming around is Kaka on the Ricky. So, Faith, U9, XXS. It's an interesting lane for XXS. I think he's going to be in a little bit of trouble going further. And now U9, you could see he's setting up for that Hellfire Blast with Kaka coming from behind. XXS already going to be pushed back towards that shrine. We take a look over at KP. He's getting very low. Q. 3 seconds till that Frostbite, but not enough mana just yet. Has to pop that Clarity. And then Baboka just roaming around. So Ricky versus Bounty Hunter, the Invis Dream. And the later this game goes, the better it is for IG, especially with that Track Gold. XXS just trying to harass out Faith. Little does he know, Kaka's right around there. And he's going to be throwing the overwhelming odds out on two. And Kaka getting hit up very hard. So, Faith, U9 up top, leading the last hits denies right now. He is going to be OP over mid up against S3C, who's 7-0. Just using that Stifling Dagger to harass. The last time we saw this matchup, PA did get destroyed by this Lina. And there aren't... I mean, Ricky could come over mid. But I don't think Lina would be in too much trouble. Lina did very well last time we saw this matchup, so we'll have to see how it goes. Take a look over towards the off lane. KP only 6-1. And Burning doing a very good job at 15-6, right behind the Lina. So top two on the last hits denies. RIG right now, and it is Wraith King U9 just right behind them, doing all right in his farm. So XXS just going to get pushed back once again. This time no shrine. Going to have to use the shrine all the way back at base. And TP back in a lane. So U9, combined with the powers of Faith and Kaka, just been pushing back XXS, who, you know, he was doing well in his previous game as Legion Commander. Now he's going to be coming back from behind. He's just been pushed out of this lane quite a bit. Only 2 last hits to his name 4 minutes into this game. We take a look over mid. Ricky has made his way over. And they actually do spot Kaka, who's on the edge of that sentry. Kaka getting very dangerous spot right there, sitting now at 125 health. This is a solid sentry where it doesn't catch this sentry out, but it does give the Lina a lot of vision on whether or not a Ricky's going to come in. That's exactly what OP did with that Light Strike Ray, as well as the Dragon Slave, putting a lot of damage on Kaka and making him rethink coming towards that lane. So Baboka's made his way over with this Bounty Hunter, still just level 1. Hoping to get that level 2 as well as the Shuriken. And then Burning, he's been left to his own avail. He's got himself Phase Boots, pushed back all the way back to base as KP. And he's only level 4, while Burning, he's going to be hitting level 5, maybe even 5.5 before Magnus even gets close. So XXS, coming from behind is Kaka, going to spot out Baboka once again. You see him go invisible one more time, and continuing to throw the overwhelming odds is XXS. He does choose to go for that Janata, so there's the Hellfire Blast, and now there's the Arcane Curse coming out on 2. The silence is there from Kaka. They're continuing to push back XXS, who has a new set of tangos. So he can keep himself in lane a little bit, but with the Hellfire Blast, Faith coming in with the Arcane Curse, it's a tough lane to stay in, and only 8-1 is XXS, but a lot better than the 2-0 we saw him at earlier. So OP just continuing to dominate this lane, 35-8, while the Phantom Assassin is 22-0. But soon as 3C is going to be level 6, coming forward is Kaka. They're going to get the smoke screen out on OP, who's getting very low. They don't continue. There's the Laguna Blade, and a Dragon Slave from OP will get first blood. So quick first blood by this Lina. Sorry, you went the wrong way. Thought you were going up the up route. You went the down route, OP. Going to pick himself up the Bounty Rune. And up in 4 seconds is that, trying to get him right back in the lane after using all that mana on both the Laguna Blade as well as the Dragon Slave. So Q is now up here, and they want to go in on XXS. Get the Hellfire Blast as well as the last word, Arcane Curse, Smoke Screen. Still not enough to get XXS. He's going to purge himself of everything. He'll be able to back up all the way to tower. So press the attack. It's nice there when you've got Arcane Curse and last word on you. And now just a little Janata attack poke from Baboka on Faith. So things pretty quiet 7 minutes in. Only 1 kill to the game's name. And Burning might be looking for an opportune Omnislash. Obviously now KP is by those creeps, but if he can push him back just like that, might be able to find something in a nice Omnislash. Had he been hit by that skewer, it might actually been the end for the Magnus. Meanwhile, S3C is going to get a kill on Q. Looked bottom, thought something was going to happen, and now the Phantom Assassin is down low. There's the Blink Strike, going to continue to go in. The Hellfire Blast is going to hit on XXS, but Baboka is here. There's the Smoke Screen with the Dragon Slave. Last word's going to come through on OP. Gets the Laguna Blade out before he's going to be silenced up. They're still trying to go in. They're not going to be able to find the duel. There's not enough mana for overwhelming odds or press the attack. One more shot would do it, but the Hellfire Blast comes out. And now Q, will end up getting the kill. So Arcane Curse starting to tick down these heroes on IG, just trying to get this tier 1. OP just hitting away with XXS, Burning, and Q. Meanwhile, down low just to get himself some solo XP as Baboka wants to get to that track as quickly as he can. it is again, continuing to use that press the attack.
Death's bounty. This should make my life easier.
And it's 2-1 IG. We take a look over at the net worth, 2,000 gold in favor of IG. Coming off a 2-0 victory over LFY, coming in against Newbee. Let's see what Newbee can do. If they split this 1-1, or if they're going to, you know, contest for a 2-0 themselves.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So we take a look over at KP. Heard the RP sound, not all the way used. At least not yet. Take a look over at this Legion Commander. XXS, only level 5. So probably behind where he wants to be in terms of levels. And these teams right now, IG, I'm pretty sure is now 5-1. While Newbee's 4-3. Oh, Courier, one more shot. No! Hey! Not going to be able to get it. There's the smoke screen. Kaka trying to get out, but no dust. No sentry to get him. He'll continue to be under tower. He's going to be waiting for this Courier, but it's going to go all the way through the trees. Back to base.
I'll take that as tribute.
This'll come in handy.
Took a look up top at Faith. He's got himself boots in just about level 6. This Global Silence is going to be very impactful on the team of IG. They need to fight around it well enough. That could definitely ultimately serve to be some trouble when Newbee want to fight, because when they use that Global Silence, they have things like RP, just the push forward of Phantom Assassin to come in on these heroes, and there's not much that IG can do about it. So U9 just continuing to farm, 58 and 17. We switched over to the net worth now, 10.5 minutes in, and it's top of the net worth. Burning as well as OP. So Burning has found himself boots. He's going to be going for those treads next. Then we take a look over at Lena, OP, who's got that bottle, arcane boots. And then the no talisman, we'll see if he does go for that bloodstone, which is the standard build. Now XXS still without that duel. 11 minutes in, still no duel. We take a look over at the Bounty Hunter, and they're going to get track and duel around the same time. So coming over, is Kaka going to spot out Baboka? Once again. And they're coming over. They're looking to get Baboka. Kaka's getting this vision for him. Getting the information that Newbee need to start to make a move. But with no Blink Dagger really from KP. No Blink Dagger there for U9. It's a tough kill because Baboka will just spot them and back away.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So OP, we take a look. Just about 1,000 gold. Crystal Maiden Q. Just some Tranquils, and then let's take a look over at Burning once again, going for the Diffusal Blade early instead of the Manta style first. XXS now here with that duel. Well, let's see if they go for the dual damage or wait for the track. They do have track available on this Bounty Hunter. Probably the two of them are going to be together, trying to get as much benefits to each dual kill as they can. So KP hit by that Shuriken. There's the track. Going to try and get away. And oh, Light Strike Array as well as the Laguna Blade. KP survives for the time being. They're still continue to work forward. There's the Shockwave, but there's the Dragon Slave coming out from OP. They'll get themselves a kill as well as it being a track gold kill. And here's where the boost in net worth continues to come for IG. They've made it to this point, up about 2,000. And with each kill that's tracked, it's just going to get further and further apart. And Newbee's going to struggle to keep themselves close. So Burning getting very close to that Diffusal Blade. XXS just waiting in the wing, and he still needs to get that Blink Dagger. So XXS, he's about 1,000 gold away. And we take a look over at KP, who's found himself about 600 gold away from a Blink Dagger of his own.
This should make life easier.
So Baboka does spot out Kaka, gonna immediately get that dust with the track. Laguna Blade again from OP. They'll get themselves another track gold kill. So always solid. Oh, Omnislash gonna come through on Faith. As I was saying, it's always solid to have dust, especially when you are that bounty hunter and you spot that Ricky for just a moment. You get the dust out, you get the kill, and now the tracks are coming through from this bounty hunter. S3C is gonna go in on Q, get the kill, and now the tracks are out on almost everybody on Newbee. There's a big RP out on 3, and it's under the smoke screen, but not really much follow-up. IG in a bit of trouble. They do get the Light Strike Array, and now they're going to get the kill on Wraith King just once. They also get the kill on Phantom Assassin. I'm actually surprised to see that the lack of follow-up damage from that 3-man RP. They get the duel out on the Wraith King, and he's going to be the next one who's going to fall. Kaka gets away despite being tracked with about 150 health. And really, that just turned around for Newbee. I thought they had something in the making. Maybe an Empower out on the Phantom Assassin would have been nice. They were under the smoke screen with the RP, and they just don't make it happen. They're looking to go in again. There's the track on KP. If they can get one more on Kaka, if he goes a little bit too far forward, now he's in the Sentry Ward vision, but we'll cut it out. Going to continue to push this bottom tier 1. Kaka going to come very close and just take out that nice health regen from the healing orb. No RP to worry about, but they're going to be pushed back by that shockwave. And IG with this 73 lead, the amount of track kills they've gotten already, they're going to be up 6,000 net worth. It's Bloodstone, 16 minutes in for Alina. Burning, he's very close to that Diffusal Blade. And we take a look over the Crystal Maiden looking for an urn next. Bounty Hunter, meanwhile, he's looking to get himself that mech. So he'll probably get himself Guardian Greaves, after which maybe we'll see him get a Solar Crest. Meanwhile, Blink Dagger is there for XXS. Does have duel, but no duel damage to his name just yet. They're looking to get this duel out on U9. And there's the Dragon Slave. Laguna Blade comes through, but not going to be enough to get duel damage just yet. They kill him just a tick after. But again, they get the kill on the Wraith King, and that's really all that matters. So the Wraith King was forced to use that stun, but when you're kind of teed in like that, you don't have a Blink Dagger to get away, it's pretty much you're pinched, and that's it. So S3C just going to continue to farm up. We take a look over up top. Kaka is going to spot XXS. There's the first hit. You get a little bit of slow with that Orb of Venom. Going to continue with that Blink Strike. Kaka with the smoke screen more slow. But now he's without that, and XXS, he's up against the world of U9 and this Phantom Assassin. Going to continue to walk out with the press of the attack. The overwhelming odds comes out on 3. But it's still going to be his death. So 8-4, but meanwhile down low, they're going to continue to go in for a tier 1. And with 3 up top, there's not much stopping them.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So Burning at this point, full Diffusal Blade, 1,200 gold saved up. We'll see if he finishes that Manta style next.
This'll come in handy.
Take a look over mid. Kaka does spot Baboka. There's the dust coming out. This one's going to be out on Baboka. Now there's the track on Kaka. Better than a dust. The Omni Slash flies through. Track gold goes his way. And now Faith. He's in the wrong neighborhood. His track comes out on him as well. And they'll get the kill. There's the Stifling Dagger. Hits very hard on Burning. Diffusal Blade out on S3C. And now it looks as though they're going to get a skewer back. But right into the ulti of Q is going to be KP as well as the Laguna Blade. And just like that, 3 dead on Newbee for the 1 bounty hunter. So with that, they're going to go for this tier 2 mid. Track again out on S3C. They'll look to make a move. Maybe XXS tries to lock down with Duel, but down for 19 more seconds. Get the Arcane Curse as well as the Light Strike Ray. Here comes the Blink Strike. Global Silence is used and blown up as that Lina, but he has the Bloodstone as well as probably that minus 30-second respawn time. So Lina's already back in the fray. They've got the Crystal Maiden moving forward. Maybe in a bit of trouble now is this Phantom Assassin. There's the RP to lock down Burning for just a moment. But they're going to lose Wraith King the first time, and now they know they need to make the retreat. But I don't think IG are going to let them run that far. Shockwave comes through as well as the overwhelming odds. Gonna get that blink forward with the duel, and that'll be another kill. And that's gonna be a shuriken thrown from hero to hero. But not gonna be enough to take out Faith. So IG, let's take a look at the fight recap. 2 for 2, but it is a Wraith King. You lose the Lina, which isn't too bad, all things considered, as it's only down to 10 Bloodstone charges. Now has the Shadow Blade available, as well as that minus 30-second respawn time. Was immediately back in that fight like that. 1-2 switch. So KP comes in with the blink, then the skewer, but press the attack with the Laguna Blade, and KP makes a wrong turn. So IG, they take another kill on Magnus, now lead 14-7. They'll push in on this tier 3, looking maybe to end this game. Hellfire Blast comes out, they're going to use press the attack to purge it. And now going in with that Blade Fury, dusted up his Kaka as well as the track on him. IG start to back up. And maybe with that damage out on the tier 3, they look to just reset, wait for their creeps, go again. So there's the blink with the duel, in a bit of trouble. Omni Slash comes through as well as the Crystal Maiden ult. They're going to get a kill on the Phantom Assassin. Dead for 50 seconds. The Blade Fury on U9 will pop him, and he's got no ult. They're going to continue to move on forward. Ricky's dead, and the only one alive is Faith. They're running him down. They've got the track. They get the kill, and 5 die on Newbee, while none are lost on IG. So they'll take this bottom racks with ease. Newbee, they're holding on to the 2 letters that could just finish this game off, but they're losing their tier 3 now, and it looks as though they are just that far behind. And by that far behind, I mean 20,000 net worth already. They've got 3 respawned and 2 coming back in 4 seconds. Kaka, you don't want to be that close. So you get struck with that Laguna Blade. Here's the Global Silence. I'm not too sure that's going to work out for you. They do get the RP, but Lina, again, back up just like that. Boots of Travel already purchased, coming in from behind the fray. Going to be right on in. Here comes the Light Strike Array as well as the Dragon Slave. 2 kills. That's going to be a 3rd. Triple kill for OP. They're going to make that respawn come out on the Wraith King, and he's looking to get away. He's the last one alive. He's dead, and GG. Just like that. As IG take this first game with ease, 23-8, 22 minutes in. It was all IG in this one, and they're looking to come back strong in game 2 in just a moment. IG versus Newbee. So let's take a look at this scoreboard. 8-0 for Burning, the B God. Yeah, I know you guys thought it was me, B God. It's Burning. And he did very well. It was a little bit of a red strategy with OPXXS and Baboka. And you just see that Bloodstone minus 30 respawn time really come into play here for Lina. Comes back into that fight behind enemy lines and finishes off that fight. They get the kills, they get the wins, and 4 of these heroes end 0 for 4 on Faith, 0 for 6 on Kaka, 0 for 6 on U9, and 0 for 4 on KP. The only kills coming from S3C. So we'll be back with Game 2 in just a moment. Newbee, they're going to try and switch it up, split it 1-1. Meanwhile, IG, they're looking for the 2-0 victory. So I'm your caster, BCop, at BCop92 on Twitter, at BKOP92. Be back in just a moment.